We got the call and rushed to the scene. To find the body submerged underwater, Officer Mike gathered his courage and dove into the river, where he discovered an abandoned yacht hidden below. To investigate further, Mike opened the cabin door. To his surprise, the interior was unusually tidy, as if someone had been living there. Mike picked up a brand new shotgun from the table, but just as he cracked it open to check, a hand suddenly reached out from behind him. When he turned to look, he realized it was a dead body. The officers on shore noticed something wrong in the water and quickly tugged the rope to send a warning. They only relaxed after Mike signaled back. But just as Mike was about to continue searching, he opened a steel door and came face to face with the killer holding a knife. Terrified, Mike spun around and tried to escape, but the rope around his waist held him back. The killer grabbed the rope and slowly pulled Mike toward him, then plunged the knife into the officer's body. As Mike struggled desperately, a burst of bubbles shot up to the surface. The officers on shore immediately knew something was wrong and started pulling the rope frantically. But by the time they finally dragged Mike ashore, he had already stopped breathing.
There! Look there! Those bubbles! It's him! Follow the bubbles, it's him!
Sheriff John decided to close the floodgates and drain all the water to trap the killer. He immediately ordered every exit sealed off, then brought in pumps to drain the river.
We've got our murderer. No doubt this time.
Down there?
Hasn't moved an inch in all this time. The jig is up. No more fish to fry.
Have you seen him yet?
No.
But when the water was completely drained, what they found made John's face go pale. All that remained at the bottom was a single oxygen tank sitting in the mud. The killer was nowhere to be found. The killer they'd been hunting for 3 months had escaped again. John was furious and brought me along to continue the investigation. But we hadn't driven far when a call suddenly came through on the police radio.
We have a breaking and entry in the Amstel Marina. Repeat, a breaking and entry in the Amstel Marina.
We figured the person they were describing was our killer, so we immediately turned around and headed for the docks.
That's it there.
Still inside?
I didn't see him, but I think so, sir.
We drew our weapons and split up to search the warehouse. We combed through the place carefully, and soon John found something. In a water tank were the killer's discarded clothes, stained with blood. But before John could take a closer look, the killer popped up from behind and fired a spear gun, hitting John in the arm. After striking John, the killer bolted. I rushed over and pulled the spear out. Luckily, it only grazed his sleeve, so we immediately continued the chase. But the moment we stepped out of the warehouse, the killer had already jumped onto a speedboat. By the time we scrambled to the dock, he was already speeding away. Furious, John opened fire but couldn't land a single shot. I immediately leaped onto a nearby yacht and fired up the engine. John had barely climbed aboard when I slammed the throttle and took off.